Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Pivot Point by MeanGold and HenryFlower. MeanGold and HenryFlower are two more setters that are part of FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards logic and math class, I think it is. I don't know the exact details. I don't need to know. All I know is these are students who are sending me puzzles, which is part of what they, as a course, I believe what they've done is they've come together and they've had to make puzzles and do submission guides and everything. And I have said that any puzzle that gets done, I am going to look at. I believe I'm expecting half a dozen. I'm not really sure. But you know, they're puzzles and puzzles are good and they are new setters who've never been seen before in the world. And I remember the first time you get someone solving your puzzle and you can see it happen is such a big moment. And I'm not playing that up. I'm not saying Brimster is awesome. I'm just saying it's really cool to see someone else explore the logic that you've created. So that's what I'm trying to do for them. And you know, if someone's is willing to explore this hobby, I'm willing to spend the time to do it. And all of my viewers get to play with a cool puzzle. Win-win. So before I get on to that, of course, the voting for the best puzzles of 2022 is still running. Please go and vote. I really want to try and get as many people having contributed votes as possible. If you submit your email address, you'll be in the running to win a book of Sudoku puzzles. And at the end of the competition, I will be destroying all records of the email addresses. I'm not going to keep that information. I do not need it. And I am a big believer in just not keeping any data that I don't need. So I will not be keeping people's email addresses beyond the end of the competition. That's it, really. Let's have a look at the puzzle. Pivot Point by MeanGold and HenryFlower. The rules aren't that complicated again, and I've been told this is, pardon me, quite approachable. So the way it works, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have XV pairs, which means cell separated by a V will sum to 5, cell separated by an X will sum to 10. Not all X's and V's are given. So it's perfectly fine for these two cells to sum to 10. That would be fine. We don't need an X, we just have some of them. And killer cages. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. So these three cells will sum to 21. Not all, if given, but I think they all are. And digits cannot repeat within cages, but that is completely irrelevant here because there is not a single cage where digits could repeat. So I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. You know, often with this, I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to select every single V clue in the puzzle, and I am going to go, these are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, this 4 tells me that this can't be a 1, 4, so it's a 2, 3. So this can't be a 2, 3, so this is a 1, 4. I cannot put a 1 in a 21 cage because these two cells would have to sum to 20, and they would have to have an average of 10. That's going to be a problem. So this is the 4, and this is the 1. It takes 4 out of there and 1 out of there. So 4, that means these other two cells have to sum to 17. There's only one way to do that. This is an 8-9 pair. So this is a triple. I may as well put it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Not sure that that's helping me yet. So this is a 2, 3. So this is a 7, 8 because of the X, and this is the 2, 3, and these will be the same digit, which must go down here. Right, this is cool. I have no idea if this is intended or not, and if it is, very nice for a early setting puzzle. These two must be the same digit because of these X's. So this and this is either going to be 2 or it's either going to be 3. So if this was 2, I couldn't put 2 on here. If this is 3, I couldn't put 3 on here. Either way, this cannot be 2, 3. This has to be 1, 4. That's very cool. So if this is 1, 4, then this is 6 or 9. So this is a 25 cage. So these have to sum to 20. I have a 1 and I have a 4. So 20 in 3. Sorry, Well, hang on, I can resolve this. This is the 4 and this is the 1, so this is a 6 because of the given 1. Why are given digits so hard to see? It's almost like they're invisible. Like this can't be a 1 and this can't be a 4 because of the same thing. This can't be a 4, this can't be a 1 because of this 4. Why are given digits almost impossible to see? These sum to 11, so these sum to 14. Now, 14 is going to be much better because 14 can be either 9, 5, 8, 6, which I can't use, or this is 9, 5. It has to be because I can't use 7, 7 and I can't use 8, 6. This is 9, 5. That's cool. This is a 5, by the way, because this is a 15 cage with an X in it. These sum to 10. This had to be a 5. So there's no 5 here. There's no 6 here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is can't be 5. Can't be 6, so this is 7, 8, or 9. So this is 1, 2, or 3, and it can't be 1, so this can't be 9. This is a 7 or 8. 2, 3, 4 here. Well, this can't be a 4, or this would be a 6. So there's no 4 here, there's no 1 here. This is a 2, 3 pair. This is a 7 or an 8. This is a 9 clue. So 2 would go with 7, 3 would go with 6. It can't be 3, so this can't be 2. 4 would go with 5. So this is a 5 or a 7. This is actually 6, 7, 8, 9 because it's a 4-cell 30 cage. So this is a 5 and this is a 9. I would have simplified that whole thing if I paid attention. This is a 6, 7 pair. This becomes a 5. This 9 makes this 8, which makes this 9, which makes this 7, which makes this 3, which makes this 2, which makes this 8, which makes this 2, which makes this 3. So these, well, I can't put, these are 2 and 3. So these have to be 7 and 8. So they're not 6, 9. So these are not 7, 8. These are 6, 9. Because I only had 2 and 3 left in the column, and these are both X's. So these become a 7, 8 pair, leaving those to be 6 and 9. Now this 9 has to have a 1, 2, 3, or 4 in it. So that's going to complete the quadruple. Not sure. Yeah, not sure. So 4 is placed in box 2. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, 9. And I know the order because of the 6 right in the middle of the grid. Now this 18, this is 5. So these have to sum to 13. But this has got a 7 because this cage has a 2 and a 3 in it. Now if this is 7, these are, these are summing to 13. So 7 would leave 6. These would have to sum to 6. So these would be 1 and 5. And we know the order. This isn't the 1, so this wouldn't be the 5. And if this is 8, these would be 13. These would sum to 5. And they'd have to be 1, 4. This is a 1 no matter what. This is a 4 or 5, and it can't be a 4. This is a 5. So this is 6 plus 5 is 11. This needs to be a 7, which makes this a 3 and this a 2. This 7 makes this a 5, which makes this a 4, which makes this a 1. Now, there has to be a 2 or a 3 only in this cage. So this is 2, 7 or 3, 6. I'm wondering if that's got an impact there, but not easily that I can see, because these could be any combo. Okay, what are these two? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 and 8. Two is down here. Okay, let's fill these out. 1, 2, 3 can actually go in. No, 3 is up the top. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, 7 and 8. Well, I can't put 8 at the top. So it's a 3, 7 at the bottom. So I can take 7 out of that. So 3, 7 makes this 6, which makes this 7. This is 2, 8. This is 3, 7. So that hasn't restricted that. But it has given me, if this is 2, 7, then this is 8 and 3, and this would be 2 and 7. If this is 3, 6, then I don't get the same restriction. Is it this 14 cage? Because this 14 cage can't have a 9 in it, and it can't have an 8 in it, and it can't have a 4 in it. I'm just missing something obvious. So this can't be 1, 9, and it can't be 4, 6. So it's 2, 8 or 3, 7. And this is 2, 7 or 3, 6. What is the obvious thing I'm missing here? Oh, it's this. So there must be a low digit on an X, and I've got 1, 2, 3 already. So this is 4, 6, and this 4 has given me the order. This is the 6, this is the 4. There's no 4 here, there's no 1 here. This is a 2, 3. So there must be a 2 or a 3 in this 14 cage. So it's not 1, 6, 7. So there must be a 5 in this cage, but so these are 5, 6, and 7. There's no 6 here. There's a 9 in one of those two for the row. So this is a 6. This is a 9. Cool. Oh, there's no 9 there because of the 9 in box 3. So this is a 9. This is going to have to disambiguate all of these possible 10 combos, isn't it? Now, this has got a virtual 2, 3 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are from 7, 8, and 9. Two, 3. I can't put 2 or 3 here and here. So this is either 1, 9. Well, it can't be 4, 6 because I can't put for either 4 or 6 here. So this is 1 and 9. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. Five in this box has to go there because 5 is knocked out of those, and I can't put 5 in any of those. So that's the 5. There's no 5 here. But that doesn't actually... But this becomes a 7, 8 now to complete the row, and that becomes a 4. So there's no 4 in here, but there wasn't anyway. Sorry, I'm not angry. Just disappointed. So there's a 1 down here, and it can't be in any of those. So that's the 1. So this becomes a 2, 3. I'm getting these virtual 2, 3 pairs all over the place. So this has to be 7 or 8. Because if this was 2, 3, then this would be 7, 8. This would be 2, 3. And then I couldn't put 1, 2, 3 or 4 in here. Okay, that's a bit of a weird chain, but it flows because we did know that we had to put a 2 or a 3 in here. And because we have to put a 2 or a 3 in here, then we can't have 2, 3 up here. So this can't be 7, 8 because this would be 2, 3 and then this would be broken. So we have to have a 2 or a 3 up here as well, which means we've got a virtual 2, 3 pair, and this can't be 2, 3. So it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can only be 7, 8, giving us a 7, 8 pair. So I can't use a 7 in there, and this becomes 3, 6. That is really cool. That is quite tricky, but really well done, because all of this stuff communicated that that's what we needed to look for, and then it rolls back. So this becomes 7, which makes this 8, which makes this 7, which looks up making that 2 and that 8, which makes this 7, which makes this 8, which I could have got as soon as I got this cage. This is a 3 and this is a 2, which I could have got from the X's. I probably could have used the X's to get that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 6 makes this the 3 and this the 6. Yeah, I probably did that the hard way, but you know what? That was fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, and this 6 is giving me the order. That's the 4 and that's the 6. These are 7, 8, 9. This is not 7. This is 7 because of the 8, 9 up here, which makes this 6. 5 and 6 is 11, so this has to be the 3, and this is the 2. Taking 2 out of those, which means there's no 8 here. This is a 3, 7, and the 7 dies from there, giving me an 8, 9 pair. This is now 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, this is 1 and 2, and either of this 1 and 2 will resolve it. So 2 and 1. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 8, and 9. There's no 5 there, so this is the 5. This 9 makes this 8, which makes this 9. The 8 makes this 2, which makes this 8. The 8 looks down, making this 9 and this 8. This 3, of course, made this 7 and this 3, but it took me a while to get there. And now I'm down to a single box, which, as I've said before, even I should be able to do. I need to put a 3 in this box, which goes there. I need to put a 4 in this box, which goes there. 5 is not there or there, so that's the 5. All I've got left is 7 and 9. There's a 9 there, so that's the 7, that's the 9, and that is Pivot Point by MeanGold and HenryFlower. Yeah, really, really nice deductions. Lots and lots to start with. So it's not one of these puzzles with an incredibly hard break-in. Nothing wrong with that at all. So someone who's moderately new to the hobby would be able to look at this and go, oh, hang on a minute. I've learned something about Killer. I know that a 30 kg in 4 has to be 6, 7, 8, 9. Even though I didn't spot that for quite a while. But there's stuff you can work on. V's forced to be 1, 2, 3, 4s, and I went down that path because I've done a lot of XV in the past. But I'm assuming if I'd started with the Killer, I would have got some extra stuff. And, you know, I missed. That was a 5 because this is a 15 kg and those two sum to 10. It's right there. Beautiful. Lots of stuff for people to grab hold of. I imagine there's multiple paths through this. And I'm also assuming newer solvers don't miss these given digits. They find them precious. I don't know what it is about given digits. Thank you, MeanGold and HenryFlower, for sending this one in. Thank you, FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards, for letting your students send them in and suggesting it to them. Yeah, really cool stuff. And I hope everyone is enjoying the puzzles. Please provide comments and feedback below, because I'm assuming that the people involved in creating this would find that incredibly valuable. Probably much more so than most setters who've created dozens and dozens of puzzles before, because this is something they're doing as part of their coursework. Really cool stuff. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying the content as much as I'm enjoying solving at the moment. And as always, good luck with your solving.